Yo, good evening. I can't even do it, man. My voice is still kind of gone. What is up, man? What is up, everybody, and welcome into another reaction. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Y'all missed me this morning. What's up, Carne? What's up, Doc Seuss? What's up, Reese? What up, NDK? We almost officially back, man. Y'all been really putting up with this voice going in and out. My son had football camp this morning, man, so y'all know how it is when it comes to family, bro. I was out there cheering my little dude on out there, man. He is going crazy. I'm hoping he has a great season this year. Let me know if you guys, we got any youth football, you know, people in the chat, if you guys are watching this on the playback. Who we got, man? What up, Carne? What up, Reese? What up, NDK? What up, Guillermo? What up, Joseph Ramos Flores? What up, your average sneaker guy? What up, gang? What up, T-Ski? What up, Satanic Goku? Shout out everybody, man. Run it up, man. Hit that like button. I appreciate you. We got an afternoon stream today. So, I saw these pictures yesterday. Actually, I think Deontay sent these over to me yesterday, about Drake being at his kid's soccer game, and I noticed the fit. What up, Raquel? I noticed the fit, but I didn't really like place too much interest in. I was like, he bugging, whatever. So I guess it's actually even deeper than that, man. So shout out to Fantastic Hip Hop. Why Drake just dissed Kendrick Lamar again. You know what we gonna do, man? We gonna hit the like button. Like I tell all of y'all, at least like I ask all of y'all to hit that like button. If you guys are watching right now, make sure you guys hit that like button. It is literally the only way we can grow as a channel over here, man. So if you guys are watching this video on the playback, make sure you guys hit that like button. And of course, subscribe to the channel. We super close to 11K, 20K. We on the way. I can't do it without each and every one of you. All right, man. So let's go ahead and tap in with Fantastic Hip Hop. I've never explored this channel before, but let me go ahead and hit the like button before I even watch it. I will also leave the link in the description for you guys to be able to watch this video directly. Let's go ahead and tap into it. We've got about an 8-minute video. Let's get into it.
This public meltdown that has been going on from Drake ever since the aftermath of the Kendrick beef has only been getting worse and worse with each passing moment that we're watching the dust settle and see how Drake is coping with the entire situation.
Would you guys classify it as a Drake meltdown? I think, you know what? As it continues to go on, I think of it less and less of a meltdown. I feel like for some reason, he's strategically working his way through this whole thing and he's gonna come out on top. I don't like, even the Sexy Red song, the song was so bad that his verse was the best part about that song, even though it wasn't what we were looking for from him. So I think a lot of people wanted it to be a downfall. I think a lot of people wanted it to be a meltdown. But like I said, I don't see Drake really taking an L. I don't see him taking an L yet, unless somehow he end up in some kind of court case with some, you know, named in some sort of suit or something crazy. So we'll see.
And while embarrassing songs like Drake's Hey There Delilah parody,
and then this is the other part about Wagwan Delilah. All of the Drake fans in the comments kept telling me it's a parody. He's a comedian there's a comedian from Canada. And I was like, bro, I totally understand it, bro. I totally understand it being a parody. I think he did kind of the same thing to his fans that J. Cole did to us, where he kept putting out stuff that was just less than what we were looking for from him. And it was kind of pissing the fans off. Like I could tell, it's like, bro, we can't keep defending this. So again, man, I don't really see it as a downfall or as some sort of meltdown. I still think it's carefully calculated in his, and all of the reference tracks, bruh. I don't know if Drake withstands PDF file downloader accusations, terrible drops after the beef, and reference tracks. Let me know if I'm missing anything. And let me know if I'm missing anything. Oh, I got my tunes on in the back. Let me turn these off.
Were painstaking enough. For Drake, he isn't just trying to gain some sort of ground back in the rap game right now by releasing more music and trying to win over any sort of goodwill he can from people, but also in this very moment, Drake just came out and straight up dissed Kendrick Lamar again, but not musically this time, but with an Instagram post which shows off Drake at what looks like his son Adonis's soccer game. But beyond Drake just using these photos in an attempt to reverse the damage of the narrative that Kendrick tried to get across on his diss tracks. Beyond Drake just using these photos, Adonis's soccer.
This is the picture I saw yesterday, right? I seen this picture and I didn't really think nothing of it. And then the homie sent me the picture of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and he's at his son's game, which is crazy. It's crazy. He's at his son's game, I guess. I seen this picture in side-by-side comparison with the K-Dot picture, and I was like, yo, really? And I would feel like, but that comes after Kendrick goes to Compton Community College and does his speech after Drake is right before the beef is seen wearing the Compton Community College sweatshirt. So I feel like it's top shelf petty, bro. You would think he would learn. He keep poking the bear. It's crazy. It's crazy. It almost seemed like he really ain't. He obviously sees he's not bothered by this beef. Obviously. That's his fit, bro.
Soccer game, but beyond Drake just using these photos in an attempt to reverse the damage of the narratives that Kendrick tried to get across on his diss tracks, he also captioned the post, "Goats don't worry about one-trick ponies." And
wait a minute, hold on, let me go back. There's so many layers to this. Goats don't worry about one-trick ponies. I said that. I don't know why I did one-trick ponies. I don't know why I did that. Ghosts don't worry about one-trick ponies. Now, you guys watching this at home, or you guys watching in the chat right now, if you guys are watching this on the playback, which if you are, thank you. And the thing is, it's another sub. It's another sub because he didn't say Kendrick's name. So at this point, we all playing speculation and saying, you're talking about Kendrick. Obviously, that's the obvious person we're gonna go to. It's another sub. But my question to you is, do you believe or do you see Kendrick as, a one-trick pony? One, there's two things we gotta question. Drake calling himself a goat and Kendrick and Drake calling Kendrick a one-trick pony. He said, Crody sneak this it again. So I challenge you guys to answer that. I always respond back to all the comments if while we can, because when we blow up, I know we probably won't be able to do that. But I try to respond to every comment with some sort of dialogue with you guys. So best comment always gets the pin. So let me know if you believe that Drake is a GOAT or if you think that that Kendrick is a one-trick pony. Let me know.
Don't worry about one-trick ponies. And this is what has everyone talking right now, because considering everything going on, this is without a doubt a direct shot at Kendrick. And first off, the fact that this caption is written better than any of the quotables on some of Drake's actual diss tracks like The Hard Part 6 is absolutely hilarious.
Because he wrote it.
Just by playing the captioning game right now, it only makes Kendrick's disses once again.
Why you trolling like a B? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. Yo, hey, and shout out to all of y'all, man. I'm seeing some of the homies from the music streams pulling up in the stream, actually, at least from some of the comments. Raquel Donnell, Deanna Minthorn, RMS is in the building. I did see the message in Discord. We will try to cover some more ladies in hip hop. I seen that was a request. We did do some Cardi B, Bia, and some other things, so we'll definitely try to get to that. I appreciate you for that. Shamika Mitchell in the building. Pretty Girl Soft Life Janae, we see her in the building as well. Thank you all of you guys for pulling up. And of course, my homies, New York Gunna, South Jersey Bait Reviews, G-Face, Mark and Souls, and all of the team in here, man. I appreciate all of y'all. I wanted to read some of these comments real quick because you guys are really having some really good stuff to say in here. Dre got to get in the booth. Can't be the gold off tweets and captions. That's a fact. Someone said Kodak Black was at some event Drake was at in Houston the night before. Kendrick done collabed with Chanel. He is making a movie with South Park guys. He's doing multifaceted things. I don't understand why he can't just get in the booth. What man sits on Instagram like he does? It's really weird. Man, tough. This is all publicity, says G-Face. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments if you guys think this is all publicity.
Again, look stronger and stronger as they are only being further validated as we sit with them longer and just watch Drake spiral out of control and do everything that he said. When we look at Drake's first full-on attempt since the Hard Part 6 at trying to poke Kendrick Lamar and see what the asterisks he's trying to throw on this L now to make it look better is. It all really just gets more telling of the absolute state of delusion that Drake is stuck within, but in some ways, we have to give him some credit because where Drake's attempts at saving his name and image with his two most recent features he has done have only backfired. What he's doing here is at least accomplishing something for him, I guess, because it has sparked a discussion around Drake and Kendrick that is making people question Lamar in some shape, and that's also helping Drake fans cope and imagine that in actuality he is the winner of this feud. And
wait, what? Let me get that again. He said it's making fans question Kendrick Lamar. Hold up.
He's doing here is at least accomplishing something for him, I guess, because it has sparked a discussion around Drake and Kendrick that is making people question Lamar in some shape, and that's also helping Drake fans cope and imagine that in actuality he is the winner of this feud. And this is because in the post, Drake is still standing on the fact that he is above Kendrick by first off calling himself a GOAT, but much more substantially.
Isn't that what I just said? I literally just said that. I just said that before we got into this. I said there's a couple of questions already within that caption that he made saying goats don't worry about one-trick ponies. I don't see how you would think that people still consider you a GOAT after all of these reference tracks just came out. We did 17 minutes. We listened to 17 minutes of reference tracks. That's not GOAT activity in my opinion. But again, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. I'm neutral. I can't say I'm not a bigger Kendrick fan than a Drake fan because I am. Excuse me. I gotta sneeze. But I'm definitely a bigger Kendrick fan than I am a Drake fan. So I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, but I don't consider Drake to be in the GOAT topic at all.
Drake says that GOATs don't worry about one-trick ponies, and again, somehow, Drake's caption has better writing than whatever the absolute messes of everything he has given us since Family Matters has been, because this has a double meaning, as Drake isn't just saying this phrase to describe Kendrick, but he's referring to a classic film, which interesting enough, just as he referenced the
Somebody said Paul Simon in the chat. How the hell did you know that was Paul Simon? Somebody said Paul Simon, somebody said it in the chat. Paul Simon responded. You, Scarecrow. He said me and Julio. Wait. Who is Paul Simon? Hold up, bro. Who is Paul Simon?
Kendrick. But he's referring to
rock and roll will give you some laughs, but it won't do you any favors. One trick pony. Bro, who is Paul Simon? American singer-songwriter known both for his solo work and collaborations with Art Garfunkel. Okay, bet. Simon and Garfunkel, bro. Listen, I apologize. All of the people watching, I'm like, you don't know who Paul Simon and Garfunkel is? I do not. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know who they are. Educate me.
To a classic film, which interesting enough, just as he referenced the Whitney Houston movie Bodyguard in push-ups with a bar that he sure does regret and ended up becoming the basis for how personal Kendrick Lamar took everything, as he flat out stated on Meet the Grams. Here he is referring to the 1980 film One Trick Pony, and if you didn't think that this was intentional from Drake, between the fact that this film stars another musician in Paul Simon, which between Drake name-dropping two films starring very popular artists from decades past, definitely is some sort of trend or just thread he's trying to weave and keep up, but more eye-opening and what confirms that Drake is just trying to re-aggravate Kendrick in some shape or form here. The actual film One Trick Pony follows a story that, in Drake's mind, aligns with everything he has been trying to paint across about Kendrick throughout his diss.
What is this movie about? What is this movie about? He hasn't said what the movie is about. Hold up. One Trick Pony. I'm about to look that up. Hold on. One Trick Pony. Is it an album or a movie? Film. One Trick Pony is a 1980s feature film written and starring Paul Simon and directed by Robert M. Young. It also stars Blair Brown, Rip Torn, Joan Hackett. Okay. In his feature, receiving mixed reviews from critics. The film bombed at the office. At the box office. Paul Simon plays Jonah Levin, a once popular folk rock musician who has not had a hit in 10 years. Oh. And now opens for bands like the B-52s. Oh. He's trying to record a new album, but faces a number of obstacles. Oh. It's like he read this straight off of Wikipedia. It's like, yo, that sounds like Kendrick. Oh, wow. Okay, I get it. I see it. I see the correlation now. Someone that is good at doing only one thing. B-52s made Rock Lobster. Yes, I definitely heard that. My wife would kill me if she's like, you don't act like you don't know who the B-52s are. Okay, now I get the reference to this. He's calling Kendrick a one-trick pony, which is a reference to the movie, which is about an artist basically struggling, which is crazy. Look up Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard. Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard. Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard. Oh, this is a song. All right, bet. I have to listen to that. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, man. We appreciate the love and support, man. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. Let's get back into it.
Tracks as just reading what the synopsis of this film is. We can see exactly what Drake was doing with this caption, as it says, Jonah is an aging rock star trying to put together a new album in the face of an indifferent record label and a talentless producer. At the same time, he is struggling to save his marriage.
Oh no! I didn't even read that part. Oh no! It's a double. At the same time, he's struggling to save his failing marriage. Oh no,
struggling to save his marriage. And I won't lie, this is clever on Drake's end, but at the same time, I think this is showing us that while it may seem like Drake may be trying to start a round 2 with Kendrick by once again dissing him to his millions of followers, I think what we will find out soon and what's actually going on is that Drake is now implementing a new strategy to save his career that isn't actually trying to put him within a musical duel with Kendrick again, as we all know how bad that went.
Fact.
But it's trying to get ahead of the even further damage control that is going to need to be done when Kendrick Lamar's Pop Out and Friends concert goes down in LA very soon.
Look, I was looking at trying to get to that Pop Out, bro. I can't get there, man. That's gonna be it's like, it does seem like he's trying to get out ahead of something, because I'm thinking this whole time while I'm watching this, why in the hell, if you just lost in everybody's eyes, right? I mean, and I can't say everybody, because I know there's some people who actually believe that Drake won this battle, but if you're, I don't understand why you would be poking the bear, but it seems like he's trying to get out in front of this concert that's going to shake all of California. There's going to be earthquakes, everything. Not like us jumping in California on Juneteenth is going to be absurd, bro. I'm kind of upset that I won't be able to be there. So if you guys are going to be there, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're going to be there, man. I would love, tag me in the video or anything, man. I love to see how that went down. My homie said, let's pontificate. Not Like Us is a hit. Drake has yet to make a hit since the beef. On Juneteenth, Kendrick's tracks will surge in streams. Drake cannot just tweet and post. He has to rap. That is a fact. He has to rap. Hit the like button if you're here. Trip, I appreciate you. Yes, make sure you guys hit that like button, man. I really appreciate it. Carne, what up, fam? He said, I don't know about One Trick Pony. I don't, and it's like, what's the bar that Kendrick used where he said, he basically said you can't shape the narrative, bro. It seems like Drake is really trying to shape the narrative on this.
Rollout for his teased and highly anticipated album begins because Drake knows at this point, any success Kendrick Lamar sees, whether the music is about him or not, is only going to hurt his reputation, as we will see Kendrick get more and more praise and prove that his claims about there being no big three become perceived as fact by more and more people when it comes to MCs that offer the complete artistic package just beyond the optics of hype, streams, and sales. Drake has at least realized that he is going to have to get a lot more tactical to walk out of what is pretty much going to be wave 2 of negativity towards him in any sort of position of strength.
Facts. We waiting on wave 2. Everybody is waiting on wave 2. I'm waiting on wave 2. I know it's not over. And the thing about this whole thing is Drake also, if Kendrick's album does numbers, like historical numbers, something that he might not, maybe he has never seen first week or anything like that, which there's another video on first week sales that I wanted to get into as well. He's going to attribute that to him. He's going to say, you only got that because of me. So Drake really does have that, I don't know what it is, but he has this complex where he believes that Kendrick's success is only due to the fact that he's talking about Drake. I don't see that. But again, let me know if you think that.
He is doing this now by beginning to weave together a narrative around Kendrick, which is trying to diminish his success and legitimacy as an artist, as he is painting him out to be a lost individual whose career is no longer in the state of success that it once was, and now he is on the search to regain any sort of relevance as his personal life falls apart.
Crazy.
And while Drake trying to push across this narrative to his fans that are willing to believe just about anything he says, that Kendrick is a one-trick pony because he can only gain relevance from mentioning Drake's name, and that his music is also one-dimensional. Just like a lot of the things Drake has done. When you really consider what these claims are stating and see how they hold up to Kendrick, anybody will see that from the 5 tracks Kendrick released throughout this feud alone, there's never been this amount of artistic range being shown at once, as from a Metro Boomin club banger to a gritty Alchemist beat to a DJ Mustard.
I listened to Meet the Grams again the other day and was just like, this is unrealistic. This is like surreal. This is surreal music that we're listening to. Cerebral. It still kind of makes you feel awkward to like listen to it. And then you go from that to something like Not Like Us to 616 in LA and then bump Euphoria. It's like, bro, it's almost like different phases in your like levels of, I don't want to say like levels of grief, but that's what it gives me, is levels of beef. Right? Like, this is where I'm at. Okay, this is the starting level of beef, where they say like you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to go through different stages before you can actually come out on the other side. That's what it felt like to me listening to this again. Crazy. And I'm still waiting on the wave 2, like you said.
Loop that channels everything his greatness and the West Coast stands for. Kendrick showed that he really is the ultimate MC, as he can plug his abilities into every corner of the rap world and beyond this. While this has started a debate already where Drake stans are arguing that because Drake can sing and hop onto so many different waves of music, he is more versatile, I think it is important to remember that versatility isn't just about how many different styles of music you can dip your feet into, but that it's also about the range of music you can operate in at a high level. And when you compare this, and you see how Drake gets criticized for riding...
Who's more versatile? Who's more versatile? I was just going to ask that question, because I think people do look at versatility a little differently. I understand that, and I don't want to say that Drake can sing. Because that's almost disrespect to people who can really, well, that is disrespect to people who can really sing. Drake gets a lot of help with pitch correction, and I'm not saying that R&B singers don't, so don't quote me on saying that. But he auto-tune, pitch correction, one tone, like he's not showing any variation in his voice at all. And I believe, this is just me saying this, I believe Kendrick can do what Drake does if he wanted to. Now, my question would be to anyone else, can Drake do what Kendrick does if he wanted to? I think you see that to be a completely different set of answers.
Trends and copying musical styles with no creativity whatsoever. And see how Kendrick is able to bend himself and his abilities into songs as popular as Travis Scott's Goosebumps, but also as gritty and abstract as Danny Brown's Really Dough off the experimental hip-hop masterpiece Atrocity Exhibition. Don't get me wrong, Drake's versatility is incredible for what it is, but it is easy to lose sight of how shallow it gets beyond just hopping on a trend or dipping his toes into something, as opposed to Kendrick, who can go all in on anything and be his best self, from decade-defining hits to the most intense of deep cuts.
Facts.
So to bring this full circle and see how while Drake is trying to prepare for the sea of attacks that are going to come right back at him as Kendrick Lamar kicks into gear what is up next for his rap career. Despite the tactics of this move being smart, as he is trying to create a safety net for him and begin to redirect how people perceive Kendrick's victory and his abilities as an MC. And as a result, is trying to plant a seed that will end up making Kendrick Lamar's upcoming album look desperate and that it needed Drake to succeed.
Which is wild. It's wild to believe that, because I know I could see the tactic too. I could already see the tactic, bro. If your album does good, it's because of me. That's it. So let's see. Then it's going to be, let's see if your next album is going to be like that. So it's like, now he's going to have to produce a whole nother project just to prove that it had nothing to do with Drake. It's trying to discredit him. And I know that, I won't say I know, but I believe that Drake fans will definitely press him in that way to be like, yo, you only are this hot right now because of Drake. Kendrick might do a country album one day. Might. Chestnut Checkers, says the homie Influence. What up, Influence? From BBL to... Clips and rounds. I don't even want to read that. Oh, man. Don't think for 1 second Kendrick isn't using the same tactic on the other end. I'm sure he is. I think it just comes across a little more petty because it's like Instagram posts and stuff like that. It's not on wax. Like if it was on wax, it'd be different. It's not a complete lie though. Drake has brought more ears to Kendrick. I guess you could say that. Because I swear I have heard a lot of people say, I won't lie. I have to be, honest in it. I never used to listen to Kendrick like that until I heard him going in on Drake. So, but here's the thing, like, is it a Drake fan saying, I never listened to Kendrick until he dissed Drake? Or is it an outside opinion saying, well, I know who Drake is. I never knew who this Kendrick guy is. He started dissing him, so let me listen. Either way, I guess it's because of Drake. So, that's true. Drake is the numbers GOAT. Yes, Drake is the numbers GOAT. Kendrick's only competition is himself. BET Awards, how y'all think that's gonna do? I don't even know, bro. I don't even know what's gonna happen up there. Yes, Damn was major. People forgot about that. Damn was massive. He had like several hits, and I feel like even on that album, like it got play on like during the playoffs and the NBA and stuff like that. I feel like he really has had some music that reaches a lot of people. But again, like the homie Influence said, Drake is the numbers GOAT. So numbers wise, I don't think Kendrick will ever touch Drake numbers wise.
His fan base, who has shown that they will twist anything out there to cope with the reality of what has been an all-time low year for Drake. Is any of this enough to really sway the public opinion about Drake right now and make people discredit Kendrick Lamar? Because while Drake has been trying to build this narrative already that Kendrick is so desperate and hungry for attention, and then he's using this beef for promotion, people have already rejected this idea, and as Drake continues to stay outside and at the end of the day, beyond the layers of this social media post, which is already pathetic to just do all of this when considering this is a rap beef and people want to see everything settled with a microphone. At the end of the day, all of this is only making him look worse as it's proving everything Kendrick said to be true. What does this man
Do you guys
not
believe
understand?
that? I mean, do you guys believe that? I've heard a lot of people say, I can't listen to Drake the same anymore. Do you guys believe that all of this stuff outside of the music is making Drake look worse? Because still, at the end of the day, everything that Kendrick said, there's been nothing done about it. There's been no proof. And y'all know what I'm talking about. The PDF file downloader, the PDF file downloader accusations, that kind of stuff, man. Like, none of that stuff has been brought to like light, or there's no documents, there's no video. All of it sounded good on wax, but again, we still haven't seen any proof of that. I think the best thing that Kendrick did was poke holes in the artist himself. Let you see who he is. He's not really this guy he wants to be and then claims to be. I think that's the best part of this whole beef. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. We got almost 200 million people in here. I think we got like 40 likes on the stream. If you guys don't mind hitting that like button, Ghost Watchers, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel too. We appreciate it, man. I'm on the way to 11K, like I said, and I really appreciate your guys' help, man. Thank you.
So all in all, if you are Drake, please go into hiding for a while, let this pass, and try to come back stronger, because with these clownish antics that are showing him to be not over this beef one bit, and that are still trying to change a score that has already been written in the books, he's only going to destroy every single thing that he stands for. So let me know. What do you...
I don't know if I agree with him being quiet or if I want him to get back in the booth. I just don't think that there's enough ammo in the chamber to keep producing, right? I mean, anything he puts out, anything he writes or puts out at this point is going to be subject to who wrote it, right? Because it's hot right now for the reference tracks and all the OVO camps and all of that. So I don't really know if he can do that. So it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. And the problem is the social media aspect of this thing is crazy. We can all see and look and comment and make an opinion and make a video or do whatever about this situation. So it is almost like he should just be quiet. I respect what he's saying.
What do you think about the newest moment and what I'm going to call the never-ending downfall of Drake? I can't wait to hear what you have to say, and if you want to see what Drake's worst song is, and how it did one-of-a-kind damage to his career while also seeing other rappers who stained their own careers forever by releasing songs that embarrassed them to the highest degree, check out the suggested video on the worst song popular rappers released.
Hey man, shout out to Fantastic Hip Hop. I'm giving him a sub. Where is he at? He's on. I know he's up there. Oh, 53,000. Oh wow. Yeah. I'm giving Fantastic Hip Hop a sub, bro. I would recommend you guys. I like the way he did this video. The commentary was dope, and he sounded like he was definitely speaking from some knowledge, a space of knowledge. And I really enjoy Fantastic Hip Hop's commentary. All right. If you guys are watching this at home on the playback, this is the end of the video for you. If you guys don't want to continue on with the dialogue, I'm going to just read some of these comments, have a little dialogue with the chat who's live right here. But I appreciate you guys for watching. If you want to stick around and you hear something that you wanted to respond to, drop it in the comments. All right, let me get to some of these comments. King Neom, his best album is Scorpion. Phyllis Powell, Drake has to continue to make music. His contract demands it. 2 albums a year. That's part of Drake's deal with UMG. Raquel, can Drake perform Heart Part 6 live and see that as a success? Absolutely not. Omar, plenty of smoke regarding grooming from Drake. Creepy behavior. Yeah, there's a lot of smoke there. Where there's smoke, there's fire. They say that all the time. Ty, you can't be quiet. You will disappear. Look at Yeezys. They disappeared and now we pass waiting for the next. That's very true. I didn't even cop any Yeezys this time around. What up, Cheesy? Smash that like button to show the boys some love. We appreciate you, man. Thank you, Cheesy. Always, man. TTV says delete Teenage Fever, Desire, Horhas Interlude, Jaded. Raquel, oh wait, how can Drake win without first finding the mole in his camp? Yeah, silence would be the most beneficial. In simplest terms, Drake wishes he could be Kendrick, but he's stuck having to be the Drake character to maintain relevance. The one thing I'll say about this is, not the one thing, because I said plenty of things about this, but one thing that I will say is I've learned, and I mean, maybe you guys already understood this, and I think I had an underlying understanding that they're just different artists, bro. They're just different. I think I've said this several times before. They're just different. They're not the same, right? We have to separate them. The issue comes where Drake says stuff like, I'm number one. I'm the best rapper. Nobody touches my pen. You can't do that no more, bro. You are number one and incredible at what you do, right? You are incredible at what you do, and we appreciate that. I appreciate all the music that you've given. But then when I go back and I hear, and that was only 17 minutes, I'm sure there's way more we could probably go back and call on and say, this ain't his, and that's not his, and that's not his. I can't listen to Drake and not think, is it yours, bro? I just can't. And I don't think I've ever gotten and I've never gotten a inside look at who Drake was. I've always understood that Drake was a little bit of a comedian, right? Like he's always been a little bit funny, right? And that he kind of dabbled in multiple genres of music, and he piggybacked off of a lot of things that were popping and hot in specific areas. That's what I know about Drake. I don't know anything else about him. I know, I think his mother was sick. I believe his mother was sick. I know 40 is sick. I know he's from Toronto. I know he was on Degrassi. I know Wayne is you know what I'm saying? I know the things that everybody else knows. I feel like when you get into Kendrick Lamar, when you get into Kendrick Lamar, I feel like you feel like, oh man, I really get to know him through his music. And that was one of the things I said about his Compton speech. It was really moving for anybody. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody watched it was moved by it, but you could listen to that and not be from Compton, not really know anything about Kendrick, not have really any faith in anything or anything like that, and still walk away like, wow, that dude is thinking on a different level or in a different way. And I think a lot of people really want mindless music. I don't think that they really want to feel or think. They just kind of want to move their body and kind of let go. And that's totally fine, because there's definitely music that I gravitate to that's like that too. But when we compare the artists, they're just two different people, bro. Sorry for that rant. Absolutely. One thing about Kenny, he wouldn't have hopped on that song with Sexy Red. Very true. Or he might have, bro. And he might have just went crazy. He might have went even harder on it. They are so different, yet Drake has a clear identity issue. We see it, especially those of us who were his fans when he first came out. Jonathan Lewis, he wouldn't have hopped on Wagwan Delilah either. That is a fact. Jojo, would you consider a Kendrick deep dive? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The thing about it is, man, I'm no journalist, man, so I don't have that like journalistic capability to like dive into and find info. I love when it's already compiled and I can kind of give you my perspective on that. The issue for Drake is the thing that him and the hardest in the public was his cultural disconnect. Being funny and being corny are not the same. He's goofy, but not in a cute, endearing way. How he fumbles so many top tier women. Those women have moved on to have families, and Drake is still where? Wow. I don't think I've ever looked at it like that. Serena, Rihanna. Am I missing anybody else? I think those are the two. I think that's about it from what I know. But they have definitely moved on to like have families. Both rappers are closer to 40. Expiration date is close for both. Drake has to grow with content. So the thing about it, Omar, that comment, there's a huge not a huge topic, but there's a topic about hip hop and age, and can you age out of hip hop? And to me, Drake is closer to aging out. Drake is still talking to college girls and high school girls at some point, but Drake is rapping for the girls. And at some point he's gonna get too mature to do that, bro. Like, you can't. Now Kendrick, on the other hand, can rap till he's 50, 60 years old. Because if he can move you through experience, it's way different than moving through excuse me. Through I guess through like physicality. Like, you want somebody because they, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. Nitro, I beg to differ. Kenny did his thing in his role. At even said it was a nice speech. Yeah, it was a very nice speech. Deontay, what up, fam? Crew, I sent you on IG clip of Kendrick, homie, saying Kendrick was waiting for Drake to drop. Like, it's like 30 seconds. Did you send it to me? Give me 1 second, gang. Let me pull this up. This is good for us while we live. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, man. Do me a favor, hit that like button. We got almost 200 million people in here, less than 100 likes. If you guys don't mind hitting that like button, it is much, much appreciated. Also, I love for you guys to subscribe to the channel. We actually got another video to get into after this. Kendrick Lamar's first reaction to Drake's Family Matters diss reveal. Whoa, wait, what?
Meet the Grams, and I'm just like,
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna give you some real insight. As you hearing this first, they drop Family Matters, and I text him. I'm like, this ain't it. He's like,
at all.
I'm like, this ain't gonna get it. I was like, man, it's time to step on his head. He was like, say less. I'm thinking we just text. It ain't nothing deep like that. It's right. I go to the bathroom. I come back. The motherfucking song is uploaded. I said, wait. I text him like, nigga, you already. He's like, man, I've been waiting for this nigga to drop something. So he didn't even know what he was going against. Man, Drake shot a video and all this shit, man. That guy was sitting at the
Dodge
crib.
Caravan.
Boom, boom. You listen.
Suck the life out of the whole moment for Drake.
Sometimes you just gotta know what to do and what not to do. Some people, we all know over here, I'll say this. I've been in the studio with them all, like with all of the greatest people that everybody thinks is the most talented, right?
I'm listening to fucking Meet the Grams, and I'm just like.
That's what I said about it initially was Drake put too much thought and energy into the wrong thing. He shot a video. The song was pre-recorded. It was playing at the end of push-ups. I'm like, bro, you supposed to wait and see what's gonna happen and what's gonna be said. So you have the right response, not just having a response. So, but hey, I appreciate you, Deontay. That's crazy, man. How do y'all feel about that? Let me know how y'all feel about that. He better be careful about throwing rocks on at the Juneteenth concert. People are still mad at his multiple slavery bars. Kiki, do you love me? Yeah, that's Drake still rapping like that. DJ Axe said it's fine that Drake continues to rap to younger generation. I find that a little weird. Well, we already know what Axe is up against. So hey, look, I'm just quoting what everybody already knows. The issue with Drake is simple. He realizes the Degrassi will never leave him, and we all know Drake in the wheelchair as Jimmy running in the hallway scared. And Drake wants to be a thug and a gangster. I don't even know if he wants to be that. I just think he wants the respect of, like, to me. And listen, I don't know this to be true or not. So I'm just speaking, and y'all could tell me if y'all agree with it. I don't know it to be true, but I feel like he just wants like the same amount of respect of, say, Pac, of Biggie. I mean, you talking about dudes who were respected, bro. Like, respect. Like, if he says something, we listen. That's what he wants. Kendrick has that. I don't really know in Toronto if I'm not talking about to gangsters. I'm not talking about that because I know you can make a call and get anything done. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the people. Like Kendrick, oh, we good with Kendrick, bro. Like, you had people in Toronto like, nah, I don't rock with that dude. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. That's just my outside perspective. Everybody have a blessed day. HHSB fam. Deanne, thank you. Thank you so much. After that AI song, hell nah. Yes, facts. K-Dot been going in his hood. He can't get the same respect because he not them, and he been moving crazy and wild. Pac and Biggie were real, and Drake is fake AF. TTV, Drake does not have any respect as a person. Drake is a terrible person, for real. I don't know that to be true, but I definitely understand what you're saying. He's not Pac on Biggie level and never will be. Sorry about it, but that's just the reality. And I think a lot of people would agree and think that way. 54 likes in the stream. If you guys don't mind running up, we're about to actually get over into our next video here, man. I'm gonna shoot you guys another link. We're gonna get into our next video after I finish this comment. It's about the approach. Kendrick approached Drake as a healed man. Kendrick approached Drake as a healed man, looking at what he would have become if he didn't grow. Facts. That's what he said. That's why I dropped Mr. Morale, right? Drake went in as if Dot was jealous. And yeah, bro, you got to know the enemy. You got to know the enemy you're battling against. That is a fact. You have to know the enemy you're fighting, because if you don't know the enemy you're fighting, you just swinging at nothing, bro. Let me go ahead and send you guys this video so we can go ahead and get over to this next one here, man. Let me see. Damn, did I loaded it up? Yeah, I did. Give me 1 second, game. My bad. And if you guys are new to the channel, let me say thank you guys for hanging out with me today, man. I really appreciate it, man. I love having these types of discussions, even if they are a little lengthy. So let me go ahead and send this over to you. I'm new. Shout out to Raquel. Thank you guys. Let me know if you guys are new here. Can you react to the Heart series? I could. Bob, what up, man? I didn't even see you pull up in here, man. What's up? Let me go ahead and post this. This is the new video. If you can't click this link because we're in vertical, just go to my page. It's up there. Let me know if you guys are new to the channel. The fact that he used Tupac to say some corny, disrespectful lines shows you that he doesn't know or respect the culture. I'm new as well. A new sub, been watching you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Damon. All right, man. Let's go ahead and tap in newbies. Shout out Phyllis. Thank all the new people, man. All of you guys, I appreciate you. My OG crew, y'all know what it is. Thank you guys so much. Let's go ahead and get over to this next video. Y'all see what it is. We're gonna be tapping into some other Kendrick news, man. So let's go ahead and tap into that. I will see you guys in about 30 seconds. This video is going to go down, and then I'm going to pull the next video up. I'll be right back. I love you guys. I asked for the Heart Part 5. Yes, you asked for the Heart series. I love you guys so much. If you guys haven't hit that like button on the way out, let's try to get this video to 100 likes, man. I appreciate it. Run it up, and I'm going to go ahead and get into this next video. I'll see you guys in about 30 seconds. I'm out. Peace, 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 peace. I'm gone.